the political group of Iraq and Afghanistan veterans, VoteVets.org, today posted a new internet ad.
This is an AK-47, the rifle of choice for terrorists in Iraq and Afghanistan.
For the body armor ad, I pulled out my credit card and I got the IBA on eBay, which is the body armor.
This is the protection we were given when we deployed to Iraq.
It created, a earned media firestorm.
VoteVets.org. I mean, I was there. I don't know what you're seeing in Congress.
It crystallized for me one of the issues that are affecting our soldiers.
This is modern body armor.
When we did research on whether or not people were moved by the body armor ad, it moved people, in a big way because it changed their perception.
Because of how pure it was, to show that AK-47 going through what we were given in Iraq versus what we should have had.
The difference is life or death.
The helicopters, the equipment, and the troops are stuck fighting George Bush's war in Iraq.
72% of the troops said that we should be out of Iraq within a year.
They want to lower 30,000 troops so Republican members of Congress and the Republican nominee can show that they're making progress towards leaving Iraq. In 2006, we put a lot of our emphasis on three races, which was Patrick Murphy and Joe Sestak and Tammy Duckworth. What we do is we give them maximum contributions of money through our PAC. It was $7,100 to all three of them in 2006. But we also we create joint committees and we do fundraisers for them where I think we did another $20,000 to each of them. But in Tim Walz's race, he had put himself in a position at the end of the race where he was within 3 or 4 points. And what we did is we created a commercial.
Republican Congressman Gil Gutnick voted to increase his pay while voting to cut healthcare benefits for veterans like me. That may make sense from where he sits in Congress, but not from where I'm sitting.
They give them access to donors. They can give them information about how to run. They help them with their communications. They can give them, field suggestions, everything that a campaign has to put together. VoteVets is a national recognized political operation, recognized by mostly everybody in the progressive movement as an effective tool to not only help people get elected, but at the end of the day, hold them accountable for what they're doing.
As we've come into 2007, what we were doing was lobbying. So the question is you help create a Congress that's better for veterans and better for our national security policy, that doesn't support this policy of retreat that George Bush has us on.
Well, Mr. President, I was one of those commanders, and you weren't listening when we warned you of the dangers we'd face invading Iraq. Now our military is overcommitted, and America is less secure.
This year, we've endorsed more candidates, and we've already given out a maximum contribution of $10,000. But so far this year alone in our PAC, we've given out over $125,000, and then we've helped raise through our email list, which is now just under 100,000 people, and through events, another about $125,000 for candidates.
We have 30 state captains all across the United States. These guys go out into their communities every day and they talk to people and they say, hey, you're a veteran, you should check us out. And the word of mouth spreads like wildfire.
We're trying to bring these vets into the debate to lobby Congress as well. Like I said, to bring the voice of the troops into the debate. So we'll continue to lobby.
For example, yesterday we dropped off a petition to Senator McCain's office for him to sign the GI Bill, only because we want him to sign the GI Bill so that the legislation gets passed. I think we had 29,000 signatures that we dropped off there.
VoteVets can play a really important role in helping veterans become more politically active.
They're looking for this outlet. So these guys are out there spreading the word of mouth, getting guys involved, and with our stuff like our ads, our media appearances and stuff like that, it makes people want to be active.
We're going to have 40 Iraq vets from VoteVets.org down here next week knocking on doors.
This ad starts running in these vulnerable Republican districts. I don't know what they'll say.
Because of Iraq, Iran is close to having
non-political military experts say that they were not listened to.
President Bush says he listens to his military commander.
I will listen to the requests of our commanders on the ground.
Mr. President, you did not listen. You continue to
On the other hand,
how can I not hold these people accountable